Good afternoon, Western Washington, and happy Tuesday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the atmospheric river and windstorm that are going to impact the area over the next 24 hours. As you can see right now on the radar, that atmospheric river is moving into Western Washington. You can see a steady rain across most of the area, especially here from Seattle southward there and along parts of the coast. If we take a look at the satellite image, you can see that plume of moisture stretching offshore. And our windstorm is going to be developing here on the back side of this atmospheric river. You can already see it starting to develop that little dent in the clouds there that's going to push up across Vancouver Island and bring a sharp pressure rise across Western Washington this evening into early Wednesday morning. So let's take a look at the precipitation forecast here. You can see we have steady rain with this atmospheric river all the way through tonight. You can see that low center move into Vancouver Island, causing that strong pressure rise early Wednesday morning. Rain continues all the way through about midday Wednesday before we turn showery. And then as we go through a Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we remain dry. However, a weak system will bring some rain on Thursday and into Friday, but that shouldn't be too impactful at all. Just some scattered showers there and a few areas of moderate rain maybe. And then as we go through the rest of Friday, it should be dry until we get to late Friday night. And then another system starts to move through, and we're a little bit more uncertain beyond that as we go into the weekend. So taking a look at the precipitable water, this is basically the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Higher values indicate a moister atmosphere, which means an atmospheric river or something like that is happening here. And you can see as we go through today, that current of deep moisture is moving across Western Washington as that atmospheric river moves through. It starts to push out of the area by early Wednesday and push south across parts of California. And now let's take a look here at the rain totals. So here we have the Euro model on the left and the NAM model on the right. And the Euro is showing a pretty high-end total for most of the area, with the Seattle area getting nearly 2 inches, totals of about 1 to 2 inches across most of the lowlands there, 1.5 to 2 inches from about Snohomish County southward through toward Portland, and then the coast getting 2 to 4 inches there in this forecast. The NAM model shows something a little bit different here over on the right. It shows most of the lowlands getting 0.8 to 1.5 inches, with the most rain in this area between Seattle and Olympia there, with the Kitsap Peninsula getting over 2 inches. And you can see the Kitsap Peninsula is favored on the Euro model over here as well. The NAM shows pretty heavy rain on the coast with 3 to 4 inches expected. And something you'll note on both of these forecasts is that there is pretty heavy rain in the mountains, both in the Olympics and in the Cascades. And that is because with an atmospheric river, temperatures will rise and the snow levels will go up near 8,000 feet, which will bring rain to most of the to all of the passes and to most areas of the mountains. Although we are not expecting too much flooding with this system, mainly off the Skokomish River there near Hood Canal, and other rivers draining the Cascades will rise but will likely not reach flood stage. Though stay tuned to my social media. If we are going to be expecting some flooding, I will be posting about it. So now let's take a look at the other facet of this system, and that is the wind that's coming in with that tightly wound low-pressure center that's going to develop on the back side of the atmospheric river. This is the European model, and we're taking a look at winds through tonight. Our peak winds are going to be from late tonight around 7 to 8 p.m. in the lowlands to early Wednesday morning about probably 4 to 6 a.m., Taking a look at the European model here, you can see it shows winds up the I-5 corridor gusting 40 to 45 miles per hour, except 50 to 55 miles an hour for the Bellingham area, parts of Whatcom County, parts of Skagit County, and then, of course, Island County and San Juan County, and some areas along the strait. And it shows the coast gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour. But let's take a look at the high-resolution forecast. So we have the NAM model on the left and the high-resolution rapid refresh model here on the right. The NAM model is kind of known for overdoing wind speeds in parts of Western Washington. However, both of these forecasts showed higher wind values in the previous storm and ended up being correct. So they do bear some watching tonight. The NAM model is the strongest for this storm here. showing gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour for parts of western Washington, including the Seattle and Tacoma areas, 40 to 50 miles an hour up between Seattle and Bellingham there, and then 50 to 55 again for Whatcom Island and San Juan counties. In addition, the NAM model shows some very strong winds on the central and southern Washington coast, with gusts in places like Hoquiam, Ocean Shores, Westport, and Long Beach Peninsula of 60 to 65 miles per hour, with some gusts to 70 miles an hour right offshore. That is likely too high and will probably not occur. A more realistic situation for the coast here is probably here on the high-resolution rapid refresh model. As you can see, I'm outlining here with my cursor, with gusts of 50 to 65 miles per hour on the coast, and gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour in the interior, strong around Bellingham and then Island and San Juan counties as well. A mix of these two forecasts is probably our most likely situation. But because this is going to be a strong shot of wind, and it will be brief, but it will likely cause some impacts here. And we can take a look at what it looks like here. You can see about 7 p.m. tonight here on the European model, you see this low move into Vancouver Island, and then it just kind of blasts right up into central British Columbia there. And you can see there's a sharp pressure rise behind it as we go into Wednesday morning, and that's what's going to fuel those strong winds. A good graphic here from the National Weather Service in Seattle. With these winds expected, it's a good thing to store or secure your loose items, such as patio furniture, sports equipment, trash cans, trampolines, and they didn't mention it here, but any of those holiday decorations that you have up, like inflatables and stuff like that, those can easily be blown over if they're not secured. So be sure to secure your Christmas and holiday decorations before this windstorm, and especially beware of those trash cans that can really mess up some of the streets with just loose items all over the place. So as you can see here, we're looking at temperatures. This is going to be another facet of this storm. So what we're seeing here is temperatures at noon. We are in the mid to upper 40s across most of western Washington. However, the coast is starting to warm up. So as we go through today, including after dark, temperatures are going to continue rising all the way to about midnight Wednesday to about 1 a.m. there. And you can see the temperatures peak at the low to mid 50s across parts of western Washington there, especially from Seattle southward, upper 40s to low 50s from Seattle northward. That's due to the atmospheric river. You can see a lot of places in the mountains are above freezing as well, bringing those high snow levels, and temperatures will start to decrease as we go into Wednesday morning. However, that's just an interesting facet of this storm to look at. And another thing to take a look at here, the next few days are going to be quite warm. So here's Wednesday's highs. You can see in the low to mid 50s, but this will we'll have these highs very early in the morning around 1 a.m. But as we go into Thursday, you can see that highs across western Washington are starting to increase there. Low to mid 50s across the lowlands and then mid 50s on the coast. Take a look at Friday, though. This is going to be a very balmy day. We're going to have some places on the coast reaching the low 60s, and then we're also going to have most of western Washington in the lowlands that are reaching the low to mid 50s, with some places, especially between Snohomish County and Pierce County and along the foothills, they're reaching the upper 50s. And we will start to decrease those highs by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday back down to the low 50s. But these Friday temperatures especially are very anomalous. They're very warm for this time of year, and this will be not helping our snowpack at all here. As you can see, a lot of places in the mountains getting well above freezing. So there's some interesting stuff coming up over the next couple of days. As always, with the storm today, you can subscribe here on YouTube, and you can join the Western Washington Weather Facebook group. Follow me on Blue Sky and follow me on Twitter or X. All those links will be in the description. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos. Subscribing is the best way for you to stay tuned on everything that's going on with Western Washington weather. And stay tuned to my updates on social media today and tomorrow with this storm moving through, and I'll talk to you all later.